I think she's been crystal clear on her values, what she wants to fight for, and how she will do it. And also, she talks to people, right? She's reaching out to me. She's reaching out to businesses.
She hasn't talked to the press, Gina. I mean, I know you're a surrogate, but the American people are frustrated. The media is frustrated at the amount of access anyone's gotten to her for the past 41 days. I know you've seen that. We're finally going to have a debate tomorrow night, but she sat down for one interview that was taped and then cut down, and certain little things came out from it. But it has been a master class in avoiding any questions, and nothing's been made clear by her. Maybe it's been made clear in dribs and drabs from her policymakers when it comes out in print or on off a teleprompter at one of her scripted speeches. She's been impossible to pin down on anything because she hasn't given any access. The American people deserve it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, and I hear you. I think she's been crystal clear on her values, what she wants to fight for, and how she will do it. And
I know all y'all seen this. I know everybody's seen this. So, I got to make a video about it. Oh, Gina, breathe. She's been with Nancy Pelosi and all of them. They're drinking so much to drink tonight. Breathe in this walkie-talkie. Oh, yeah, ma'am. You have drunk a lot tonight. Hands behind your back. You too, Nancy. Yeah, everybody, hands behind your back. Y'all had a lot of ranch water and screwdrivers tonight, didn't you? A lot of shine under the moon, huh? Y'all got to hear this.
I think she's been crystal clear on her values, what she wants to fight for, and how she will do it. And also, she talks to people, right? She's reaching out to me. She's reaching out to businesses.
She hasn't talked to the press, Gina. I mean, I know you're a surrogate, but the American people are frustrated. The media is frustrated at the amount of access anyone's gotten to her for the past 41 days. I know you've seen that. We're finally going to have a debate tomorrow night, but she sat down for one interview that was taped and then cut down, and certain little things came out from it.
No, and this is coming from CNBC. Everybody's fed up. She hasn't talked to anybody. And I think what really made a lot of people mad, as we seen, is when she had them headphones in. And then she was she disrespected as well. She disrespected. I mean, just totally unfit. We the people deserved 3 debates. Not 1, 3. She was the most unpopular, worst approval rating, and not one single vote. Do I got to say it again? Not one. Oh, not one. Not one mamma jamma. Not one. And I tell you, this ticket is worse than Biden. She's worse than Biden. The Democrats could have did better, man. They could have did better. This should be a mop. I know them beautiful patriots got their popcorn ready for literally in a couple hours. As I'm recording this, in a couple hours we will be covering the debate, and Trump is gonna mop the floor. Especially if he just let her speak, stay on policy, expose her for what she is. And that it just expose everybody, expose ABC, everybody. And he do it in a high class fashion. Oh man, this is gonna be good, y'all. I believe she's gonna go out there. We're gonna get one of those word salads. She's gonna blow the motor and the transmission. Motor oil is gonna go everywhere. Piston shot, rod knocking. She's gonna blow the motor and the transmission. I mean, she might just blow the motor. We seen Biden blow the motor and the transmission. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And we knew the motor was already on its last leg. The transmission, it was slipping. So we seen Joe Biden slipping and the motor was shot already, but he went out there and just blew it. Now with Kamala, the transmission is all right, but the motor is on its last leg. Yeah, she hasn't done an oil change. Yeah, that motor is starting to slug up. Yeah, but boy, you just can't make this up, man. He says, no, she has not, Gina. No, Gina. No, Gina. No, you've been sipping with Nancy Pelosi. And was Big Mike there? I think Big Mike came in the room too. Big Mike came in the room too, y'all. Big Mike. Big Mike was in the room with Gina too as well. And it was Big Mike, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. And they were drinking. Yep. I know how it went down. And then Kamala walked in there and she started laughing. I know how it went down. Yeah. They think they're running game. Like the American people are stupid. You know, it was a cheap fake, a deep fake. 81 million. We know what took place at 3 o'clock in the morning. We know what took place. Yeah. Yep. We know what's going on, man.
But it has been a master class in avoiding any questions, and nothing's been made clear by her. Maybe it's been made clear in dribs and drabs from her policymakers when it comes out in print or on off a teleprompter at one of her scripted speeches. She's been impossible to pin down on anything because she hasn't given any access. The American people deserve it. Wouldn't you agree?
Amen. We do.
Yes, and I hear you. Why do
communists don't even know? Like, look, you just, like them beautiful pages around the world say, you just can't make this up. It's been a complete circus show with them, man. And all I can do is show it to y'all, man. You know, we need common sense back. Bad. And again, tomorrow, in a couple hours from now, you know, let her speak. The world, America needs to hear from this lady. Because it's not looking good, y'all. It really isn't. What does she really stand for? What is her act? What is her policies? Well, check this out.
Do you think that Americans are feeling the high inflationary costs? The fact that, you know, even despite the year-over-year inflation rates coming down, cumulatively, they're much higher prices that we're paying at the grocery store than we were 5 years ago. What do you think that is driving that? Do you really think it's corporations? Greed?
I think it's a combination of things, but I will say this. Initially, the price spikes were because supply chains were incredibly snarled due to COVID. Supply chains are moving now, so they can't claim that is the case. Obviously, gas price, you know, American food runs on gas, wages, etc. But here's the reality. If there is evidence that some retailers are price gouging, what you will get from a President Harris is that she will go after them because it's just not fair for the American consumer.
They haven't took basic economics. Oh, no, it don't work that way. I'm sorry. It's a failure. Yeah, with this whole ticket, I don't see how people are clapping for it. I don't see how they make it past 170 in the Electoral College. It's just complete lies and failures. Yeah. Communist comrade. Won't work. You know, have you seen? They tried it, and guess what happened? It never works. Oh boy, you just can't make this up, y'all. Okay, I gotta check out this segment, man. This is gonna be good, man. Oh, Jesse's on there. Oh boy, they are nervous, panicking out their shoes. Again, this is, and we're seeing right now Trump is skyrocketing, even in polls that looked at manipulated and rigged. They said it was a tie or that it was close, that showed even her winning. Trump is man, but again, we can't care or look about any polls. And I need everybody to go out and vote. Okay, we got to do our part, man. It has to be too big to rig, baby. But oh man, let's check this out.
It's the last night of debate camp for Kamala, and the camp counselors are leaking.
I'm picking up quite a lot of nervousness, by the way, on the state of the race. I don't know what you're hearing, Anthony, but I'm getting Democrats kind of texting me. I had a long call yesterday with a strategist, and I can fill you in on that a bit more. But I'm hearing quite a lot of nervousness from some Democrats.
Debate camp must not be going well, because now they're setting expectations really low.
She's never been in a presidential debate before. She's been in a vice presidential debate.
Oh man. I remember when they sent Biden off to camp, man. They just said Kamala not gonna take as many naps as he did. Oh boy. And then I wonder what they'll make if she bombs it. What excuse they'll make? They said Biden was sick. He had a cold. Ooh. Oh man, I hope she's studying those questions. They gave her the questions early, y'all.
But never a presidential debate. So I do think she is going to probably be a little bit more nervous. I think she has more riding on it.
Whatever happened to Mrs. Say It to My Face? She's been at debate camp for a week, rehearsing zingers and watching old game tape.
She has closely studied the former president's past 6 debate performances. She's also been sort of entrenched in these briefing papers going over the former president's past comments, as well as the ways that he has insulted her, so she can be prepared to respond to that. She's engaged in these mock debates with a stand-in for the former president, and she's had conversations with Hillary Clinton and President Biden, who both extensively have knowledge of debating the former president.
Kamala is so nervous she's watched all of Trump's debates, memorized his insults, and is now calling Hillary for help. But the ghost of Joe Biden still haunts her. Behind the scenes, Harris says she feels handcuffed by the debate rules that Biden set. They wanted to create a moment when Trump interrupted her, but now they're rewriting their playbook. They've even turned her hotel room into a movie set with TV lighting and method actors. A Hillary loyalist is not just playing Donald Trump, but inhabiting him, wearing a boxy suit and a long tie. Kamala is even practicing the handshake, if there even is one. Insiders say don't expect substance out of Kamala tomorrow night. Her plan is to tap dance around the Biden record, embrace the good stuff, and distance herself from the bad. Good luck. Her campaign knows she's walking into a trap, so she's going to ignore policy and instead focus on honing in on how to needle Trump and rattle him. They're workshopping poll-tested attack lines that their media allies will make go viral, where Harris could turn to the camera and say, for those who can't hear it, Donald Trump is trying to yell over me. How many of you have been in a meeting where you get talked over? Her entire strategy is dependent on Trump losing his cool. But Trump only loses his cool when you call him a bad golfer or a bad businessman. He's been telling advisors, I'm not going to let her do to me what she did to Mike Pence. Kamala's a cold calculator and has landed some nasty shots in past debates. In 2003, she ran against 2 men for DA, and after they played the Willie Brown card, she said, well, you got popped at a massage parlor and you're a deadbeat dad who doesn't pay child support. Boom, Harris became DA. We saw her grill Kavanaugh and Jeff Sessions, and we'll never forget what she did to Biden. Called him a racist to his face. But she's also had blow-ups. Tulsi Gabbard annihilated her, and Lester Holt, whether he meant to or not, left her stammering and cackling. Democrats are worrying Trump's going to make Harris look small.
It will take almost superhuman focus and discipline to deal with Donald Trump in a debate. It's no ordinary proposition. Not because Donald Trump is a master of explaining policy ideas and how they're going to make people better off. It's because he's a master of taking any form or format that is on television and turning it into a show that is all about him.
Trump's playing the expectation game, too. No boxes or artificial lifts will be allowed to stand on during my upcoming debate with comrade Kamala Harris.
Comrade.
We had this out previously with former NYC Mayor Michael Bloomberg when he was in a debate, and he was not allowed a lift. It would be a form of cheating. And the Democrats cheat enough. You are who you are, it was determined. Over the weekend at a rally in Wisconsin, Trump previewing what he'll be zeroing in on. Listen.
We're run by stupid people. Stupid people. And we found that out at the debate with Joe. How did that work out? And we're going to find it out again on Tuesday night. Is anybody going to be watching? You know, she's a threat to democracy. They always say, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. I'm not a threat. I'm the opposite. I'm keeping democracy what they are. She's a defunder of police.
Since Kamala came out of nowhere, the American people believe she's a progressive, or they don't really know much about her at all. Look for Trump tomorrow night to define Kamala on his terms. She's defunded or supported defunding the police, bailing out rioters, reparations, abolishing ICE, decriminalizing illegal aliens, and drug possession. And just breaking. Kamala Harris, according to CNN, supports taxpayer-funded sex change operations for illegal aliens. Juan can become Juanita, and you pay for it. The former president will force her to explain, if you didn't change your values, why'd you change all your positions? Bernie Sanders gave Trump a hand. Watch.
She has previously supported Medicare for all. Now she does not. She's previously supported a ban on fracking. Now she does not. These, Senator, are ideas that you have campaigned on. Do you think that she is abandoning her progressive ideals?
No, I don't think she's abandoning her ideals. I think she's trying to be pragmatic and doing what she thinks is right in order to win the election.
So Bernie admits Kamala's a progressive. She's just lying to get elected. With friends like Bernie, I don't know. Even CNN says Kamala's position is that she doesn't want to have a position because if she admitted what her real position was, she'd lose.
The right, their problem was that you didn't necessarily, they felt, hold her down on some of her more nebulous policy positions. What would you say to that?
I think you just said, I tried. Right. I mean, you can't force somebody to answer a question, and I asked to follow up. I tried to get more into the nitty-gritty and get the answer. And sometimes, I mean, my experience in doing interviews is that once you ask once, fine, twice, fine, three times, if you don't get it as a clear answer, that's kind of your answer.
Trump shouldn't call Kamala's change of positions flip-flops. He should just call them lies. She's a secretive lady, dependent on her handlers to survive. And the same people who ran Biden will run her. But this time it'll be even more liberal. She's a California socialist, out of step with the rest of the country. And if Trump keeps her on defense, he wins. Mark Thiessen writes that Kamala hasn't been able to answer the most simple and obvious question. If you were elected, what would you do on day one? How can someone run for president of the United States and not have a ready answer to that question? She had nothing to offer but a cringe-inducing word salad. A moment like that on the debate stage with tens of millions watching could be fatal. The risk for Trump is getting in the mud or appear.
I'm predicting a huge word salad, y'all. That's what me and them Patriots predicting. A big, blown, shattered out word salad when everybody say, what the? And I can't wait for everybody to repost it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebooks, everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Word salad. What is she talking about? This is what you're voting for. What is she talking about? Yeah, puppet. They love puppets. Oh, and them people that can't think for themselves. They don't even know what's going on. Or, hey, she's just a woman. And hey, I think she's black. So she has my vote. Because she's a woman of color. Yeah, I can care less about any policy. All I care about is, identity. What does she look like? What does she smell like? Yeah. Okay. She has my vote. And it's sad that people actually think that way. I really don't understand. And again, we know tons of those people are Trump deranged, Trump haters. Trump hurt their feelings. Yeah, they got a hold of that fake news, the bias reporting, the fake headlines. Yeah. They can't think for themselves. They listen to their family or friends, and instead of listening to their own self and thinking for their own, I mean, it just like I say, if you can't think for yourself and do your actual research, you are miserable. You're going to be miserable in this lifetime. I promise you. It's already bad enough we got what's going on, and millions are struggling and dying right now. Economy. I mean, come on in, why don't you? It's wide open. Crime is through the roof. Businesses are shutting down. Jobs ain't calling back. People getting fired. Yeah. It's already bad as it is right now. Got to make life decisions inside of a grocery store, at a gas pump. But if you can't think for yourself, you're really going to be miserable, man. I'll be real with you. So again, a lot of people want to hear her speak tomorrow. We want to understand where are you at? What is your policies? What are you about? And it's sad that we have 50 days left. 50 days left, and she has one shot at it. So if she, I'm telling you, one word salad or anything, she goes out there and blows the motor and the transmission. You see what Biden did? He blew the motor and transmission at the same time. But we already knew that the motor and transmission was already on its last leg. But I can't wait to get into this in a couple hours, y'all. I'm excited. I know a lot of them patriots got their popcorn ready.
Getting angry. Peggy Noonan writes that Trump needs to present himself as calm, reasonable, laid back, even friendly. He should walk across the stage, give America a break, and shake his opponent's hand. He should let the game come to him. If Donald Trump runs on the return of the American dream and ties Kamala to Biden, he'll walk right back into the White House. His advisors are urging him to come out tomorrow as happy Trump, not bully Trump. But like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan till you get punched in the face.
Oh, boy.
Click here to subscribe.
Oh, boy. You just can't make that up, y'all. You just can't make it up, man. You just can't make it up. But I want to show y'all that, man. The highlight of the show was old Gina, man. Can I play it again for y'all?
Clear.
Let me play it again. I want to play it again for y'all, man. Hopefully it'll play. I want to play it again, man.
I think she's been crystal clear on her values, what she wants to fight for, and how she will do it. And also, she talks to people, right? She's reaching out to me. She's reaching out to businesses.
She hasn't talked to the press, Gina. I know you're a surrogate, but the American people are frustrated. The media is frustrated at the amount of access anyone's gotten to her for the past 41 days. I know you've seen that. We're finally going to have a debate tomorrow night, but she sat down for one interview that was taped and then cut down, and certain little things came out from it. But it has been a master class in avoiding any questions, and nothing's been made clear by her. Maybe it's been made clear in dribs and drabs from.
You just can't make this up, man. It's the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth, man. And it's sad. Like I said, I don't see how she makes it past 170 in the Electoral College. I do not see it. It's so bad. The bluest of the blue is turning red. That's how bad it is, man. But hey, she got to come out there heavy hitter with this debate, man. She gonna have to. I'm telling you, cook something up. Even if she cooks something up, I don't think it'll still even be good enough. It'll still taste terrible. So it's just they could have did better, man. The Democrats could have did better. They could have did better, man. They probably could have did, better. They were best off just leaving Biden in there. Nah, that debate, he blew the motor and transmission. That poor fella there. Yeah. I'm talking about the whole motor. The transmission fell underneath the truck. Like the transmission, the engine mounts just collapsed in the middle of the freeway. Yeah. Coolant, engine oil, axle bolts, everywhere. Yeah.
For policymakers, when it comes out in print or on off a teleprompter at one of her scripted speeches, she's been impossible to pin down on anything because she hasn't given any access. The American people deserve it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, and
and again, this clip is going viral. Everybody is reposting this. Some of y'all that's watching this have already reposted this on your page. Everybody's reposting it, and I'm glad that stuff like that, man. I'm glad that we are spreading what needs to be spread. Stuff like this needs to be spread, you guys, and that's one reason why I'm making this video. So make sure you share it. But I'm gonna catch y'all during the debate. Hopefully we're able to live stream it. We're gonna figure out something tonight and see if we are able to live stream it. If so, y'all come by tomorrow. But I know everybody's gonna either be watching the debate on their television at home, on YouTube, or other platform. I know Fox and everywhere else is streaming it, so we're gonna see if we're able to stream it. We don't want to get in trouble. I know they had CNN had like a censorship thing going on. People videos got taken down, all kind of stuff started happening. People got hit with all kind of claims and stuff. So we just want to be careful on the safe side. But we're definitely gonna also drop reaction videos, full coverage, highlights and everything, separate videos to the debate, and break it down to the top of the T. And hopefully, we have some clips to laugh at for years down the road. Clips that will always replay. You see how that Tulsi Gabbard clip played out, and that clip is still in her nightmares. So hopefully Trump can recreate another famous clip, just shutting her down. So I love y'all. God bless y'all and your families. Let me know what y'all think of this and everything that's going on. And hey, I will catch you beautiful patriots, my brothers and sisters, in the next one. And hey, to my channel members, shout out to my new channel members. You guys, make sure if you have not yet, email me for your free merchandise. Tons of you guys free merchandise. Mega hats, shirts have been sent out. Some of y'all today received them and sent me pictures. And some of y'all stuff is being delivered this week. It's out for delivery all day, every day this week. So check your mailboxes, your front porches, or wherever you get your mail from. And hey, we're gonna continue to be a blessing and spread love to one another. One love to the human race, baby. And hey, peace and love, y'all. Yeah.